When we hear the word confession, I think often we are looking at that capital C confession, which is confession in the Catholic tradition, even if you're not Catholic. What I try to do in this book is write about confession with a small c, but what is it? How do you practice this? And that's where the title, The Art of Confession, came into being. This is a 144-page book. I really could have summarized it in about 3. Reflect each night, do the things that you're happy about that you did, don't do the things that were less than you are. But what I do say in this book, and what I do say in a person's life, the first confession is always to yourself. Then where you have to go with that, want to go with that, need to go with that, is the next step. In the book, The Art of Confession, I tried not to stay just with any one religious tradition, because confession is common to them all. It's common to good mental health. So I think because sometimes we think of confession in that way, that it's so kind of this kind of Christian and especially Catholic tradition. It's not. The Egyptians were doing it at 5000 BC. Primitive Indians were doing it in Canada when the primeval slime was just congealing. It's a very, very common thing that people need to do. We feel unhealthy inside. We feel incomplete inside. We are worried inside when we're carrying this burden of something that we've done that we haven't made recompense for, that we haven't made right with the world. And I think that's why confession is so important, because it's a burden that we carry until we can say, I did it, I don't want to do it anymore, I want to go on with my life. And this does not mean sharing online. This does not mean sobbing in front of a television camera. This does not mean some kind of a blog. This means like a human interchange, either with yourself or with somebody else, in real honesty. When you're honest with yourself, you're going to lead a healthier life. You're not going to have a shadow hanging over you. You're not going to have a burden. You're not going to have to worry, oh boy, if somebody finds this out. You've already found it out within yourself. So all I recommend is a very simple thing. Each day, at some point, reflect on that day. Reflect on that day. That's the key. How was I today? What did I do that I really was proud of? I'm going to do some more of that. What did I do that really made me feel crummy? That is enough. I believe life is so incremental. I believe that we become better people by tiny little fractions, and we become worse people by tiny little fractions. Nobody becomes a horrible person overnight or a good person. They're all little stages. Confession helps us to put that in the right direction.